So when I got my first iPhone, everyone said there's an app for that. And that was great. But now with AI, we can really say there's an app for that. So if you've got an idea, if you have an activity you want to do with students, we can leverage AI to code that app for us. And so I'm going to show you how to do that in Canva's AI. So we're going to go ahead into our home screen, and down on the left, we're going to click Canva AI. And click into that text box there, click code. So we want the AI to design an interactive timeline for us for fourth graders studying the Revolutionary War. Let's go ahead and hit start and see what we get. So Canva created all of this code for us. I'm not a coder or anything like that. And when we flip over here and turn off the show code, now we have an interactive timeline. So let's click on 1775, the Battle of Lexington and Concord. I now see my key historical figures, and I get a little bit of information about them. Let's hit close. So what would be really cool now is if I could kind of gauge my students' understanding. So I want to make sure they pull a key fact from that piece. So let's go ahead and ask for that and see what Canva gives us. We want to make sure that we actually know who put the answer in. So we're going to ask for comprehension questions to check for understanding at each point on the timeline, and that there needs to be a field to collect that name and a field to enter the answer. Since I'm having students answer the questions and enter their names, I want to make sure that I get all of that data to evaluate later. So go ahead and ask Canva's AI to set it up so that a spreadsheet can collect all of that data for you. So now we wonder, how do we get this to students? So we're going to publish this out in a design. So instead of hitting the purple publish button, let's go to use in a design first, and let's put it on a website. That way I can just share a QR code or a link with my students in Google Classroom or whatever LMS I use to send them right here. And now when I select this code on there that now looks like our timeline, we have a data field up here. So let's hit data. And I've now connected all of that data to this spreadsheet right here. So as students enter the information, it's going to pop up here. This is what it looks like. I'm going to hit publish website. There we go. We get a little bit of confetti. Here's my website. Enter name and our answer for the question. We hit submit. And actually Canva went ahead and gave us a couple different feedback options in there. It'll let us know if we're correct or incorrect. And here's what it looks like for you on your end. Let's pop over into our data right over here. Let's hit refresh that data. And now we have the question that Chris was answering in there, and we have his answer as well. So we can even see the correct answer beside. So, but we have the student answer right here. We have the timestamp, and was Chris correct or not? So isn't that so easy to grab some data and create something that's custom tailored to your students that looks unique and is exactly what you need in your class?